Good evening. There is regret and there is contrition tonight from the Vancouver Island Health Authority as it offers a full apology to the 76-year-old man it housed in a hallway for 5 long months. A News was the first to show you Peter Piercey and how he was placed at the end of a corridor at Royal Jubilee Hospital as he waited for a permanent home, and how he was forced to pay for his stay there. And while VIHA says it has fixed the situation, wait until you hear what else the Health Authority has to say about that corridor. A News reporter Shachi Curl broke the story, and she has more exclusive developments tonight.
Doesn't look happy there, does he?
No, he really doesn't.
One day after A News first showed you how Peter Piercey lived for 5 months in a cramped, dead-end corridor at Royal Jubilee Hospital, his caregivers at the Vancouver Island Health Authority are admitting it never should have happened.
We've contacted the family and extended our sincere apologies for this. We always strive to place patients as soon as possible into a bed, and clearly in this case it didn't happen.
We first brought you the story of Piercey and his stepdaughter, Annette Palouk, last night. But their outrageous situation actually began last August. Piercey was admitted to hospital showing signs of dementia and in need of constant care. What was supposed to be a temporary measure while staff looked for a permanent home turned into a 5-month stint in a hallway. It seems to me there was a complete lack of common sense on this one.
Yeah, and again, I've spoken to the staff.
VIHA says Piercey's not the first patient to stay in that space, and he won't be the last because, get this, it's an official designated overflow spot.
Our hospitals are full, as you've heard, and some of the challenges we have in that old facility is with lack of adequate space.
Though we weren't allowed to take cameras inside to show you, VIHA took us to Piercey's former home this afternoon to show us it wasn't so bad. After all, he had a privacy screen and a window for natural light.
They did put up a privacy curtain, and on a few occasions did speak to him about moving into one of the other rooms, and he indicated his preference was to stay in this location.
No, he wasn't happy. He didn't have a place of his own. He didn't have his belongings with him.
Then there's the matter of money. Believe it or not, VIHA was charging Piercey $55 a day to stay in his corner. The final bill was in the thousands.
We ended up paying, well, there's $3,000 on that bill. There's $1,520 on that bill and $977 on that bill.
Today, a reversal.
They're going to reimburse Pete the money that we've already paid to them, and to waive the last bill and any future bills that we get sent from the hospital.
But what VIHA can't explain is why it made Peter Piercey pay for living in his hallway home all those months to begin with. And it can't say whether or not that will be part of the Health Authority's internal investigation into the matter. Rob Fleming, the MLA who stepped in and applied pressure on Piercey's behalf, is now demanding an independent review.
I'm really pleased we were able to get some attention to Mr. Piercey, but the fact is there was all kinds of excuses offered over many, many months.
Annette Palouk says she accepts VIHA's apologies and is now concentrating on settling stepdad into his new home at Oak Bay Lodge.
I can't be angry about it, but I'm just so happy it's fixed. You know, and if it wasn't for you guys, it wouldn't be.
Shachi Curl joins us now with more on the story. Shachi, where is Annette Palouk directing her anger over what's happened?
Hudson, she says this issue has never been about the standard of care provided by Peter Piercey's nurses and immediate caregivers. She says the responsibility lies directly with the provincial government over the way long-term seniors' care is funded and managed in BC. And those are the issues and the questions we'll be putting for the minister responsible for seniors tomorrow.
All right, we will. Shachi, thank you.
You're welcome.
Shachi Curl reporting.